This is your Trader. Last call of the day. We'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at Netflix, and then we're going to take a look here at the Nasdaq, the daily and the weekly. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not recommendation to buy, sell, stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Netflix, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, today the stock got an upgrade. Of course, I was wondering, where were you, like 700 points ago? Now, all of a sudden, you're getting an upgrade, okay? I got to do is look at the charts, okay? So we had this bottom of 854, and then what did we have the next day, okay? So we held that level, okay? We only put in a low there of 866, and then we made a higher high. That's the first tell to get in. Once we get into that 8-day, okay, we ran it right up to the 8-day, then we sold out of it, and then once we got back above the 8-day, like Friday, and it closed above, that's the time to get in. And now look at what happened today, okay? Very, very nice. Let's look at the downside here first because we left this gap. Okay, so right now, 964.50, that's going to be the key. That's going to be a 21-day, and then 949.86, that's that 50-day. But now we have to look at this gap, okay? So you want to look at the bottom of today's low. That's at 934.42, and then we want to look at Friday's high. That's 919.63. There's your gap, and then there's your fill. And then we have this 8 SMA here set at 906.53 level, okay? See, I never like these gaps because eventually they'll get filled, kind of a situation, okay? Just like we had here. See how we had this gap? And eventually, what it do? It got filled, okay? So what we really want to watch here, just watch that 50-day and then that gap, that fill, and that 8-day. And if the 8-day is lost at 906.62, then you come right down to this 100-day here, 901.50, and then we can just retest all the way on down. But right now, let's just take a look here at the weekly, okay? So if we can get above this key level here, this 964.53. What we're looking here for, and look at the weekly chart, you're looking at that 975.95 level, okay? So that's the next level that you're going to be going to. You have to get and close above that for the week. That'd be Friday of that 8 SMA here, okay? So if we can get above all that, then we're going to have this level right here. This is going to be very, very strong. You got 995 a level here. See where we have this? 975. And then we're going to have that 995 level, and then we're going to come right at the top of this candle here. You're looking at that 1,000, okay? And then you can just work yourself all the way up here with the candles until we get that retest of 1,064 level, okay? So realistically, let's just see how this all shakes out, okay? So right now, it's got to get and close above that 21-day. If it does, then then we can take a shot here at this 8-day. But then we've got to see what the reaction is once it gets to that 8-day, because usually these 8 days here are very, very strong, as you know from the past, okay? Downside, again, just watch that 50-day and that gap and that fill. That's going to be very, very key. Now, we have only sitting at 52, so you got plenty of room to run, and we're sitting in way oversold conditions. We're trying to curl back up here to get above that red line. But let's just see how this all shakes out. But right now, we got a good bullish pattern here. So again, just watch that 21-day and then watch the top of this candle here, that 973 level. That's going to be very, very crucial here. So in case we have a double top situation. So let's just see how this all shakes out. But this was the long trade. And as soon as we put that bottom candle in, not the next day, but as soon as we made that green candle, you buy it there, you sell it into the 8-day. Then we wait and see if it comes all the way down. But it didn't. Friday, it made that above that 8-day, held it. And then look at today, what a nice looking run here. But I think this is the stock of the future here. They got that WWE, they got the sports package going out with the football. And I just think this here is going to go much, much higher. I just wish the stock was split. That would be pretty nice. Okay, let's take a look here now at the Nasdaq. Okay, here we have the Nasdaq, your daily and your weekly chart. Okay, so let me just pick that up a little bit here. Okay, so you can see here how this is running up very nice. We put this double bottom situation, okay, 17,238. And then we put here, we had a low of 17,629, okay? So we put a double bottom situation with a nice higher low, very, very nice. And then you can see where Friday we went right into that 8-day, but today came down, held a half of that candle, and now we're above that 8-day. So this looks like it's going to go much higher. But what we want to watch here is this next level is going to be this 50-day, okay? This is going to be 18,125, okay? So even if this rallies up here, just watch that 50-day and see what the reaction is, okay? So as you can see how it came down, it held it, okay? It held it, and it held it for a little while, but now we're going to make that a set of support levels here. Now that's going to be the big resistance level. So look at that 18,125 level. Now, if we can get above that, Then here's going to be your big target is going to be the 18,422 level. That's going to be your 200 SMA here. And then obviously above that, we go to your 21 day. But I think we got ourselves a nice good relief rally here going. And we could possibly, once we get above that 50 day, head towards that 200 day very, very nicely. Now you can see the chart here way on the bottom. We can, but plenty of room to run to the upside. We're curling out here above. This has plenty of room also here to run to the upside. So that sell-off there, always look for those patterns and double down bottom situations, double tops, anything that can get that give you that little edge kind of a situation. Now on the downside, you definitely want to watch this 8-day 17,722. That's going to be very, very key. If that's lost, we come to today's low at that 17,491, and then Friday's low at that 17. Well, what do you have today? 17,645. Sorry about that. And then Friday's low at that 17,491. And then we can come down to the bottom of this candle, 17,436. And then we have your big retest down here. Okay. But right now, as long as we hold that 8-day, we can have a nice rally up. Once you get below that 8-day, you can see how it fought it. But now we get above it here. Now we have a good shot at this 50 SMA here and at that 200 SMA here. So just be a little bit of patience here. Easy way to trade the Nasdaq is with the TQQQs. It's up 3.5% today. That's always my favorite trade. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly. Now, you can see here we have so far today is an inside day. Now, it looks like it wants to close above this 8-day. That would be very good. See, just like on the Nasdaq there. Now, what we want to do on the upside here, if we can, we want to watch Friday's high. That's going to be crucial. That's 85,595. We get above that, you're going to head right towards that 21-day at 88,323. Then we have to see what the reaction is because we'd hit it so many times and it came down. But if you can blast through it, then this is what you're looking for, is that 91,917 level, okay? That is going to be your 100 SMA, and obviously your 50 days above that, and your retest is that at 99,765. But this 8-day needs to hold this on a closing basis. If it doesn't, then we're going to go more sideways to down action, okay? So on the downside, you want to watch today's low. That's at 82,175. And then we want to watch right here on Friday's low, which is basically 87.60, and then we want to watch the bottom of that candle right there at that 80.040. Okay, that's going to be very, very key. And then obviously you have your big retest down here and your 200-day at 77.03. But right now we have a sideways action, but you notice that we have a good night. It looked like a nice good rise on up here. The key is, as long as it holds that 8-day, what is going to be the reaction when it hits that 21-day? Very, very key level. Okay, now when we look here on the weekly, you can see where the 8-day crossed that 21-day. That's not bullish, okay? So when you have this rally going up here, that's going to be a long, strong resistance here. If you get up into that 91 area, okay, 535, that would be between the 21-day and the 100-day, okay? So you got to watch that area, and then possibly if you get up higher, you got that 93,787 level there. Okay, but again, we got to take one level at a time. So last week we came all the way down, and you notice how nicely we held that 50-day. Okay, so look how nice it's holding this 50-day here on a weekly basis. Very, very nicely. So let's just see what happens here by Friday on the weekly. If we can head right on higher and possibly hit that 21-day and maybe even that 100-day, but that 21-day is going to be very, very crucial. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil net gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil. Now you can see here we had a nice good rally. Didn't really do a whole lot there today. UCO was a pretty good scalp there. I've still got a long position there going here on the UCO, which is the long. I got a little bit of short left here. I'm going to see how it all shakes out here and see what goes on here with this 21-day. Now, when those futures open at 6 p.m. today, this 21-day is going to be lower here kind of situation. But what I'm watching here is this 8-day, okay? Long as we hold that 66.88, we're looking good. It's going to be sideways to up kind of an action, okay? So now we're trading this box right here, okay? So this is what we're trading. Okay, so you want to look at the top of this candle right there at that 68.56 and 65.22. Okay, so that's what we're going to be. That's what we're trading right now. So we had a nice higher high and a higher low, but we put that topping tail candle in there. But let's just see how that shakes out. But just watch that 8-day on the downside. If that's lost, then we just looked up to Friday's low. That 66.59 will come down here, 66.15. 65.80, and then you retest down there 65.22. Okay, but if this sells off here and it comes down and it holds that 8-day, even if it breaks down lower but closes back above, that could be a good buying opportunity to take it to that 21-day. Now, if this rallies higher, you got to watch that 21-day because how many times that is it came out, hit it, or even came close to it, and you can't get above it. Okay, so that's going to be strong resistance. If it does, 77, 70, 77, that is going to be your nice target. And obviously, just go to the 50-day, the 200-day after that, once we can get above it. Okay, now you can see 43, plenty of room to run. On the bottom here, this is just scraping, but it looks like that green wants to crawl across the red. And once we do that, we get momentum there to the upside. Now, natty gas here. I pointed out this bear flag situation. Okay, it looked a little bit better this morning, but now we got that red candle. Okay, so what we're watching here is basically the bottom of this candle. Okay, that 3.95. If that's lost here, you're going to come right down to that 50 SMA, 3.83 level. And then we just follow the candles down. What do we have here? You got 3.74. And then we come over here, 3.63. And then we have 3.55. And then we're going to be coming right down to that 100-day at 3.46 level. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that it came down here and it held this 21-day and 50-day. That doesn't mean it can't come down to the 50-day and hold that and then rally right back up here. But right now, you can see where it rallied up, got above that 21-day into the 8-day, and then boom, brick wall, she came right on down. So upside, this 21 is everything. 4.14, and then right above that is 4.20. If you can get above that, then you can look at the top of that candle at that 4.73. That is your upside target, and then we just follow the candles up. But right now, 21-day, 8-day, that is your upside big targets. Downside, if you keep selling, is this 50 SMA here sitting at 3.83. Okay, so two-way trade situation here on natural gas. I go UNG for long, KLD for the short. I scalped KLD today. Had a really nice, good range. Had 1950 on the top and 2092 there on the old bottom there. Okay, so that was a really good range. I got actually 1 point out of the KOLD today, so I was very, very happy with that. The reason I went with the short, because it went above the 21-day, which was nice, went to the 8-day and could not hold that 8-day, and then she came right on down. So right now I am totally out of the trade. Okay, on crude oil, I am actually long and short on the crude oil, but I am out of the trade here on natural gas here. But KOLD was a very good short. I'm going to see what's going to happen here now at 6 o'clock when the futures do open. Now, if you trade on a TOS here like I do, think or swim, you can do 24 hours a day here now from 8 p.m. on Sunday all the way to 4 in the afternoon there on Friday. So you can, if you want to get up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I put trades in and actually they hit. And I tell you, it was very, very good. I really like that new system working out very, very nicely. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. And we will take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. And remember, we got the API report on crude oil tomorrow at 4:30. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.